All right, let's do this Met Gala Red Carpet rundown in three, two, one. Hey guys, welcome to Reese's and welcome to another edition of the Red Carpet Rundown. Tonight I'm joined once again by illustrious fashion designer, world-renowned Kirby Young of Kirby Young Designs.
Hey guys.
Unfortunately, Devon couldn't be with us tonight, but he sends his warmest regards. This time, we are going to be breaking down the fashion hits and misses from this year's Met Gala. The Met Gala happens every year on the first Monday in May. It's a twofer. It is both a fundraiser for the Metropolitan Museum of Art and fashion's biggest night. Guest looks are inspired every year by the theme of both the exhibition but also of the gala. This year, the exhibition's theme is costume art, but the theme of the gala is fashion as art. The curator of the exhibit was quoted by People magazine as saying, "The costume art exhibition explores the centrality of the dressed body by pairing garments with paintings, sculptures, and objects of art spanning 5,000 years." Right. With the theme of the dressed body in mind, designers were encouraged to explore how fashion interacts with the form and not just simply recreating famous works of art. And it is that theme of how fashion interacts with the form that inspired my look tonight. Do you get it? 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 So as I mentioned above, this year's theme was costume art and the dress code was fashion as art. The chairs this year were Beyonce, Giselle Carter-Knowles, Nicole Kidman, and Venus Williams. The carpet featured a wide range of interpretations, from sculptural pieces reshaping the body to pieces inspired by famous works of art and pieces that were works of art themselves. Let's begin today's red carpet rundown with Chase Infinity and Tom Brown. So Chase's 2016 Met Gala look, which this was her first Met Gala, was inspired by the iconic second century BC statue Venus de Milo. The look featured a Trompe l'oeil nude illusion dress adorned with over 1.5 million stacked sequins and a colorful silk fringe designed to mimic brushstrokes.
I love it, I love the color, me and color is a thing. I love it. I love how they captured it. It has this type of 3D effect if you look at it, because the bust area look like it's actually out, and like you could, it's like a 3D as opposed to something that is flat. That I love that about it as well. But I everything about it I love. The only thing I didn't like the hair.
Okay,
I
tell me
don't think
why.
the hair should have, like, it should have been like up. So like you're covering on the back of the dress. Like, what's the back? Like the top part
Got
of the
you.
hair.
The hair is covering some of the back of the dress.
So
Okay,
if the hair was up, now I'm not a hairstylist, so I can't tell you up how, but
right.
just away from the things.
In a chignon,
You can see
in
the
a
artwork.
in
It's
a
the
nice
artwork we want to see. So
in a, like a nice
that would have
bun.
been nice.
What I love about Chase's look is that very often, especially on tonight's on at the Met Gala, when people said it was inspired by this statue or inspired by this painting, it was very literal. So if other people, when it was inspired by XYZ statue, it was then a a white bodice chest plate that looked just like the statue. And sometimes I understand that inspiration can be taken literal, but I love that they took it. Okay, it is a statue of this woman's form with no arms. She's in a sleeveless dress. But then fashion as art, we've taken it now and turns into what looks like a living, moving painting, using these sequins to create this brush stroke against a canvas type of look. Like she and I look like we could be dates, actually.
Mm.
Yeah, I look like the black and white version. You're supposed to say yes, sir. You said,
Yes, yes, yes. No,
Uh,
no, I'm not. Yeah, yes, you do. But
um,
the reason why I said is that whilst you were speaking, I was looking at it and I'm seeing texture.
yes, it's because
Like,
the sequins to
yeah,
give it
no,
a little
but I
texture.
mean, I mean, like when you look at canvas, how that texture is,
Mm-hmm.
it's giving that as well. So yeah, that's basically it.
So I love that. Do you get texture from Madonna in Saint Laurent by Anthony Varcello? So it is directly inspired by the 1945 Surrealist painting, The Temptation of Saint Anthony. The black ensemble featured a boat on Madonna's head, as well as she was carrying the trumpet that the female figure in the painting is carrying. So here's what I'll say. I'll go first on this one. So I was watching the Met Gala live. I was on my living room couch taking it in, and my Madonna came up on the um, carpet, and I actually love, like today, Vogue did a post about, and they used the exact same word that I used, which was Madonna looked like a witch. Like when Madonna came up on the red carpet, I was like, there's, I was just like, she is not going to beat these witch allegations anytime soon. And here's what I love about the Met Gala specifically, because I feel as though every other red carpet that we cover, like sometimes I go to do research and find out the inspiration, but a lot of times I am not. Or at least it's like this collection, that collection. And I think this particular Met Gala, because everybody, like a lot of people took like direct inspiration from particular art pieces, at least like you could like see the thing and be like, oh, I get it. And when I saw the painting that Madonna's outfit was based on, I was just like, even like the woman in the painting is a little older looking, a little like they did it, and I can't, everything I thought about it, my mind was changed. And that is intelligence, the ability to change your opinion when presented with new information. That's what critical thinking is. And yeah, I at first I thought I thought it was given which, and I'm just like, I see it. Temptation of Saint Anthony. Give it to me. I'm tempted. What are your thoughts?
When I saw it first, well, I didn't think of her being a witch or whatever the case is, but I was like, this has to be something that is like literal. Like, I don't think this is a something that she dreamt of, a concept that she dreamt of. This has to be something that's like a direct reference. So when I saw the photo, the painting rather, I was like, I think she nailed the look to me. And how old is Madonna?
She has to be at least 70. Hey Google, how old is Madonna? 67.
Right. For a 67-year-old woman, like Madonna doesn't age.
Moving along to, speaking of work done, up next we have Kimberly Noel Kardashian in Alan Jones and Whittaker Malem. So her look was inspired by British pop artist Alan Jones and his provocative 1960s and 1970s sculptures, specifically channeling Body Armor, a series and a poster from the 1975 film Maîtresse. The look features a tangerine fiberglass breastplate and molded leather skirt by Jones and Whittaker Malem.
So, Kim Kardashian, so she's gonna make sure things fit properly and the rear looks good and all these different things. Looks good, yeah. Do I like it? Love it? Not really. It just fits well for me. That's all.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
So here's the thing, because I feel like we at a point now where like every like Met Gala, like Kim kind of gives us like body every time, and torso every time, and like a ruched skirt. But it works. It works. Like, is it outstanding? No, but I love it. I love. Sometimes like when somebody does like the same thing over and over again, like I'm over it. Like that's how I feel about like Tyler and shredded things. That's how I feel about J-Lo and mermaid dresses. Kimberly just finds a new way to give us body every time, and she gets me every time. She's one of those people like I want to.
But
that's the thing. Like you can't hate it. Even if you wanted to, you couldn't hate it.
Right. So, like I said, the fit, the look, everything, okay, yeah, she has that. But do I love it in the sense of I look at this and I feel something? I just see body, and that is what Kim gives you all the time, just
But
body.
she
But I
but
need
she
I
does
need
it
body. I need
well.
body with a story that it is not about your body. It is expected of Kim to do something that is like body. Look at my body, how the shape is. Look at my, you know what, the behind and all kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just if it was something that makes me not focus on that and focus on the art and the just the art and the craftsmanship, well then yeah. But it's
Okay.
just like look at me.
Got you. And you're not looking at
Yeah.
the art. Okay. Speaking of giving body, we have Dochi in custom Marc Jacob. So Dochi's outfit is inspired by dark feminine energy and a bohemian-like vibe. She has a burgundy Marc Jacob outfit, and she focused on the themes of intentionality, grounding, and costume art, which included her going barefoot with a West African-inspired henna design on her ankle and head wrap. Um, as a Afro-Caribbean youth who frequents New York, I had a major issue with Doechii being barefoot in New York. Because you don't just start off on the carpet, Doechii walk out of the Carlisle Hotel and walk across the road barefoot. And with leptospirosis, tetanus, and hantavirus and everything else going around, the barefootedness, the barefootedness is where it started and stopped for me.
Mm.
That and maybe my Googling backfired and like my algorithm is just giving me back what I read before. But if you remember the last time we saw her in the thing with the big bustle, it
Mm-hmm.
also said it was inspired by dark feminine energy.
Well, that's it.
So either my algorithm just leading me down the same path, or she is always giving dark feminine energy. She looks good. And for me, let me tell you, I thought about you a lot. Who is doing her skin? Because her skin looks amazing. The look itself, I think maybe because I'm exposed to a lot of like African inspired outfits and from my Afro-Caribbean influence, I've seen this look before and done better. Is it bad? No, but I've seen better at Best Village.
Yeah, for me, it's just a lot going on. What I love most about this is her skin and that makeup.
Mm-hmm.
That makeup is that face card will never ever decline.
She's a
And
beautiful
if it
girl.
declines, throw that machine away. Something is wrong with the
It's
machine.
not wrong with you. It's not wrong with me. It's not wrong with you.
Yeah, but I don't know. A lot is going on for me, and like I don't know what to focus on. Like I don't
Okay,
know what to get from it. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Because we have the big African looking type of head wrap. Then we have this piece of fabric that cups ever so gently the circumference of the bust.
Mm-hmm.
If they left the bust and it comes on, then it drapes and it goes down and it. I don't know what I'm supposed to be focusing on and looking at. Like, what message am I supposed to get? What message did you get from it?
Do you know what? Do
Or
you know
what?
what? I didn't. I got the African. So again, so I saw her live, and I got the African influence immediately. She looked good. I love little Barbie toe with the barefootedness. For me, two things. One, I feel like sometimes it's hard to pivot as an artist if it is you already have something planned, right? But I think because Tiana Taylor did this silhouettes 2 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
the the dress looks like something another girl who looks similar to you, dark skin, athletic, beautiful, did 2 months ago. So one, it just felt like we now see this. And my thing is if you're gonna do something another girl did the other day, do it better or don't do it.
I don't know. I think I have to see the thesis. You know, there's always a thesis in all these looks. I think I have to see the thesis to appreciate everything. Like I said, for me, it's just too much going on. I see this, I see that. Like, what am I supposed to be focusing on exactly? That's just my thought. Not that she looks bad, because I mean, look what we're talking about. But for
Right,
me, I
hold on one
don't.
second. Hold on one second. Let me tell you what she says. She said there are many inspirations. Her album, where she's as a woman, feeling feminine, rounded, comfortable. She's barefooted because she's comfortable and doesn't give a damn.
What was
She wants to
my
feel
initial?
grounded.
What was my initial comment? Too much is going on,
Right.
and she basically just said it there. My album, how I feel right now. I don't give a damn. I want to be comfortable, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
pick one thing and focus on that, and let's build on that.
But you know, I always say I love a good focal point. It's not giving focal point.
No, that's what I'm saying. Too much going on. Are we looking at the bus? We're looking at the headpiece. We're looking at the henna. We're looking at the like. What are we doing? But the thing is, it is what it is. We push on.
We push on to Beyonce and Olivier Rostand. And what I found very interesting is that Beyonce made it very clear she was in Olivier Rostand and not Balmain because Olivier is no longer at Balmain. And on the red carpet, Beyonce said she wanted to wear Olivier tonight because he has been so loyal to her and dressed her over the years. I also noticed that her former stylist, who went and do a whole book tour, where he made sure and turn this interview, he is her former stylist. Ty Santana was there styling her and touching her up and whatever. Now, Beyonce's look is inspired by her Louisiana heritage and by a painting from 1944 called The Visitor by Caroline Delure. It was designed by Olivier Rostand. The gown featured diamond-encrusted skeleton motif, nodding to the lithograph's depiction of a skeleton in a gown representing a Southern Gothic.
I had this discussion with someone we don't love very well. Someone who, if you only say anything out of order about Beyonce, he gives you that look, and you know the look. And we were discussing the fit of the dress, and one of the things that he highlighted is, remember, it's that stretch mesh material. That all right. So the weight of the workings to make up the skeleton, the diamonds, and all the beautiful things was kind of like weighing it down. And because underneath, remember, Beyonce does not show her skin.
Right, I noticed that.
Yeah,
all the other
she
girls are
always
showing
has-
skin. She always wears a stocking. She always wears a mesh.
Yeah, she always has that mesh and stuff like that. So looking at the mesh, on the mesh, and the weight, because you know how heavy that is going to be. So I understood why in certain videos that you would see, when she stands up and she's there giving you the pose and everything like that, it is perfect. Everything looks good. But it's just when she's moving, you can see the little things doing funny stuff. And of course, the stylist was there to fix. So do I love the dress? I do love the dress. I really wish that she would have dropped that cape down a little bit more below the bottom area. So like, because she had that nice long flowing hair.
I liked it as well. And it's one of those things where I understand what our friend is also saying. You had a year, you are one of the co-chairs of this event. And this is Olivier Rostand, and you are Beyonce. So I feel as though I understand all those things that we are saying, and you know, the fabric is the fabric, and the fabric will do what it does. But we are people. This is people with resources. You understand? So I like it. And again, it's one of those looks that once I saw the inspiration, it won me over more. Because when I saw it at first, I felt like, especially from Caparelli, I felt like we had seen this skeleton on the body motif before. Not necessarily done this way, but done. And I mean,
Actually, if I may interrupt you there, When I first interject, yes, not interrupt. When I first saw it, I thought it was Scaparelli.
Right. It's very Scaparelli coded. And then the headpiece gave me Queen of the Dam. So when I
The
first thought,
headpiece was my least favorite part of the look.
really?
You, I didn't like. I just love her face. The face and the hair was good enough for me. You know what I mean? Like the hair and the face would have been good enough, and she just brightens up when she smiles.
Yes,
Like when I look at her concerts and stuff like that, because I've never been
right.
like
I have.
someone. When Beyonce smiles, it does something. Like you feel this warmth. You know what I mean?
She
So
has a beautiful smile, she does. And I agree with you. So here's the thing. And again, maybe I'm the issue. Because I think maybe I need to give people room to do things that other people did. I feel like after Rihanna, I feel like everybody feels like if we do a big long train, it'll make the Met Gala do things. And granted, Rihanna didn't take off hers either, but Rihanna didn't have on much below hers. I agree with you. I feel like we should have had a moment
because you
without
can
the
imagine her on the stair, not the bottom. You know when you go up that first flight, that little platform thing where the
right,
dress
and you
gets to
turn around and give
cascade
us a
down.
over the shoulder
Yes,
with the
and she
skeleton
just
going up your backside. Yes.
yeah.
Also in white, we had Lisa in Robert One. Now her look is inspired by Thai dance movements, and the hands that are under her veil are actually 3D renderings of her very own hands.
Heavenly, beautiful. Like when you look at it, it's just like a breath of fresh air and beauty and serenity. And then when the veil comes up, like I think what she's giving here is what men expect to see when they raise the veil up at the wedding. When it's like you may now kiss the bride and you lift that veil up and you see this, it's stunning. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
I love it as well. And I love the the ones who found a way to like incorporate like their heritage and their art into it. Because of course, I feel as though sometimes when we think of art, it's always European or American. So also shout out to Dolce again. What I wish happened, and maybe this is just me wanting too much, but in this day of like technology, I would have loved if the hands took the veil off themselves. Like if they were automated. Again, that's asking for a lot. I know. But just as it is beautiful. Even if the hands like moved, I feel that might have been a moment, but then again, that might have been too much. But stationary as
I don't
they
know.
are, beautiful,
Mhm.
love it. And I agree with you. It was bridal inspired a bit.
Yeah.
Also
What I
in
was about
white.
to say, hold on. What he's like, time. What I was about to say was if we had done it with the mechanical things and stuff like that, I think there would have been kind of like contractual problems or issues with saying who the designer is of the piece.
Right, because then
Because I'm coming from.
we have to credit the animatronic artist as well.
Yeah,
Understood.
yeah.
Also probably a safety hazard. Um, Speaking of safety hazards, up next we have Heidi Klum in a look inspired by 19th century marble sculpture, The Veil Vestal by Raffaele Morti. And her look was done by prosthetic artist Mike Mano. Now here's my thing. I saw it live. I mean, when I saw the person come up on the red carpet, because of course she's unrecognizable, I immediately knew it was her because nobody does this other than Heidi. And at the time, I think I was going back and forth in my mind about like the theme. I think if we're acknowledging that costume art is the theme of the exhibit, Heidi Klum has solidified herself in time as the Queen of Halloween. And she's done that through her collaborations with prosthetic artists, to your point earlier. We have to give room for the spectrum that will bring. And somebody had to do something campy, right? Because fashion runs the gamut. Everything can't be demure. Everything can't be couture. Somebody has to do something campy and costumey, and if that's somebody's Heidi Klum, I'm okay with it. At first I was like, oh God, and I was like, Ria, no, it's costume art. And literally, she came as a living, breathing, moving statue. And for what the theme is, on the spectrum of what fashion can be, is it a campy interpretation? Absolutely. But it was well executed. Like you cannot fault the execution. Like she was able to talk, she was able to move, and she looked like a living, breathing, moving statue. And and there are times that Heidi has given us fashion looks and we did not like it. So it doesn't look like I'm a Heidi apologist. I just
Yes.
I'm just convinced. That's what I am this time, convinced.
Yeah, I can remember the last time we were discussing her, and
When
we were
she had on
saying
that
that
thing that
she
looked like a
has.
mannequin body and she could have hardly walk.
Yeah, when we said, she have all these past winners, and
Of
then
course
we
I can
like, oh,
wait.
she had Anya and all of them, and I was like, Anya, who's Anya? And you're like, but I love this look. I think nobody could beat her when it comes to a full-on artistic transformation, especially
No.
when it comes to costuming and art. Nobody can beat her. You know what I mean? I think when she sends out her Halloween party invites, she says, please make sure that you dress properly and try to dress as good as I would. You can't beat me, but try to at least come up to my level. I think
Mhm.
that's what her invitations say.
Mhm.
Because this woman, time and time again, people just be waiting. She will do, boy. What she will do, what she will do,
What
what
will
she will
Heidi
do. And like
do?
you never know until you actually see her. It's crazy. I love it. I love it. And I love the fact that the looks like a light piece of fabric that is just draping and blowing and moving. But
Mm-hmm.
it's silicone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how
I don't know how
this
she does it, but
this
she
is
does it every
art.
time. Yes.
This is art. This was really good. This was really good.
Also really good in my opinion was Emma Chamberlain. Emma is in custom Mugler. The look is inspired by her father's oil paintings. He's an impressionist slash expressionist artist, and it was designed to embody a living, moving, and creepy yet beautiful painting. The gong is hand painted by Anna Delier, and it's blended with textures from Vincent van Gogh and Edward Munich. Um, and also, I know you hear some multiple inspirations, but it's also inspired by a 1997 archival Mugler. She was one of the hosts on the red carpet, and when I saw her, I loved it. I didn't know what it was inspired by, and I didn't need to. This is one of those pieces where the actual dress is a work of art itself. Like, even if you didn't tell me what it was, I didn't care. It looked like a paintbrush when you dip it in different color paint, and the paintbrush have a little splatter, everything. I mean, she shows you the fringe on the side, the movement, the way it tugs her body, the little gothic makeup she did with it. Because I feel so people think that gothic always has to be black. There's something about this dress where it's like colorfully gothic, and then her makeup and the pixie cut just like brought it together. It was a very cohesive. You can tell I'm excited. I love it. I'm done.
I loved it too. And what I love about it is how it photographs as well. It photographs like an actual painting. Like you're seeing the brush strokes, you're seeing the texture that you would try to create in a painting. I agree with you with the makeup. Everything with this was just perfect. Was
Mhm.
just
Okay.
I'll see you
Up
eventually.
next, we have Janelle Monáe and Christian Siriano. It was inspired by the concept of nature overtaking machines. It is designed to represent the intersectionality of earth and technology with art. Created by Christian Siriano and styled by Alex Mandelkorn, the gong features live motion succulents, 5,000 black crystals, electric wiring, and mechanical butterflies and dragonflies. Here is Janelle. Um, I liked it, other than the fact that she could barely move. And I know it's the Met Gala, and I know she's not the first person to be in a dress that could barely move in life. I feel like if you could barely move, you have to own it. Like, you know how those girls we see them in a pageant and the dress, they could hardly open, but they give you the.
Yeah.
She looked uncomfortable, and for me, that took away from the surrealism.
So, okay, I like it, but like based on what she wore last year, and then now coming with this, to me, I didn't like. I was really, we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
Oh,
Yeah,
dare
but
you!
again, she not that she looks bad. It's not like the design is bad or anything like that. I get it, but like I was just comparing it to last year's look, the dandy when she had the suit and then you took off the little
Mm-hmm.
cape thing and it was the little bag and everything. I
Mm-hmm.
found that was so well done.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent tailoring, everything. And she in herself looked like she loved the look more than this one. Because as you said, I saw a video of her moving in it. And someone is talking to her. She could barely turn her head. She could
Mm-hmm.
barely walk. It just seemed uncomfortable. And if it looks uncomfortable and you make it, well, actually, if you make it look uncomfortable, it's going to be uncomfortable to look at.
To look at. Agreed.
So,
Shout, shout out to Heidi Klum.
mm,
Up next, we have Blake Lively in Versace. This is an archival Versace look that was inspired by Venetian Rococo paintings of sunrises and watercolors. And she said they Met Galafied it, as in they added all the pieces of fabric to create a very large string. Blake is one of those girls for me who, especially at the Met Gala, can do no wrong. Loved the look. I see sunrises, I see watercolors, but with the theme being what it was I moved incredibly in terms of like a thematic interpretation? No. But if I had to be, but does she look like a beautiful Disney princess in a watercolor sunrise inspired dress? Yes. So I kind of feel the same way I felt about somebody else who I'll talk about, and Kim. I feel it's the same thing like Kim. Like, is it phenomenal? No, but I kind of
no.
hate it.
Yeah. She just looked pretty and cute. So, when I look at the Met Gala, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for pieces when you look at it, it sparks this type of interest like, ooh, what is this? Oh, the back. Yes. Or
Right.
something like, what is that black thing that is going around there? Like, let me think. But this just looks
It's not a
pretty and
conversation
just,
starter. It is
yeah, it's not a conversation
it's like
starter
there's
or
Blake.
ender or,
She look cute, huh? She in the
yeah,
Met
she look nice
Gala.
and nice.
Okay.
Yeah, but
It's nice. It's real nice.
it's real nice. I, again, when she, because I heard her say, while she was on the red carpet, she keeps saying, you know, telling the persons to the whoever's assisting her to open the trail out. They worked so hard on it and stuff like that. Uh, and it brings me back to what you said earlier about Rihanna coming with this big thing, and now everybody feels like a big trail or a big all this fabric down the thing.
The
It's the
fact that
thing.
you think that Met Gala fine, it means that in a train.
You understand?
Yeah.
So
So up next we have Keep It, Fix It, Dump It. It's one of our speed rounds here at Reese Teas. I'm gonna pull a look up on the screen. Keep it means we love it exactly the way it is. Don't change anything about it. Fix it means we like it, but fix the hair, fix the dress, fix the gear. And dump it means we do not like it, do not pass go, do not collect $200. We begin with Sabrina Carpenter in Dior. This is a gown made out of 355 film tapes from the 1954 film Sabrina, starring Audrey Hepburn, designed by Jonathan Anderson for Dio. Here is Sabrina. Could be do you want to keep it, fix it, or dump?
I love this as it is.
All
She
right,
looks like this like a little cute doll.
we're keeping it. I like it too. Up next, we have Odessa Azion and Valentino. This is a custom Valentino gown inspired by 1925 to 40 cabaret wardrobe. Could be. And she did her own hair and own makeup. And this is her first Met Gala.
I would say fix it, but what I would say it needs fixing might cause issues. So I would just say fix it
I would say fix it. I think the top, the upper part of the garment, is not as flattering as it could be.
and should be.
Up next, we have Cardi B and custom Marc Jacobs. It is inspired by German artist Han Belmer's 1933, pardon me, 1933 photography series called The Doll, which focuses on distorted, segmented portions of the body as art. Cardi's look features a sheer black lace over skin tone padded bodysuit with massive, exaggerated sleeves. Here,
Um, with that thesis, I would say, wait, hold on. It has a blue. No, that's somebody sign up behind her that has on a blue
that
cape.
is
That's
that
like,
is Haley Bieber behind her.
I was like, wait, what? Yeah. I understand the concept, so I would say keep it for that reason. But this is not something that I would ever like
I,
that.
I understand this. I understand the concept. I'm unmoved, unshaken, unbent, unbroken, unimpressed. It's so dumb. Up next, we have Lauren Wasser. Now, Lauren is a differently able model known as the girl with the golden legs. Unfortunately, she once had toxic shock syndrome secondary to an issue with tampons, which is one of the most common causes of toxic shock syndrome. And she's now an advocate for women health hygiene product awareness. And she collaborated with Cabral Garong for this beautiful gold ensemble. Here is Lauren, the girl with the golden legs.
I find this is stunning. Keep.
Me too. I loved it. Keep.
And that face and that makeup.
Oh, and the
Hello.
look is the look is inspired by her own life and story, hence she is in gold.
Mhm.
Oh yes, and the hair, the makeup, the everything, no brady. It was a look. Up next, we have Coleman Domingo and Valentino. Now, Coleman's look is inspired by Jean-Michel Basquiat, specifically the Pez dispenser dinosaur imagery.
I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it, honestly. Like he has worn like really good things that have us, as they say, gagging.
Right.
But I don't know. What do you think? Because it gives me like, I don't know which, is it fire? Is it fire services where the blue stripe, the red stripe, sorry, down the
Yes.
pants?
It is militant.
I
It
think,
looks like he could be like a
yeah,
Kingsman in Alice in Wonderland.
yeah.
Here's why it is a keep for me. It's one of those situations where you had an inspiration as an art piece and you translated it into a garment without being literal. You were inspired by the color scheme and you gave me something else. I didn't hate it. Up next, you have Uselt in Harris Reed. She's wearing a dress inspired by the ancient Venus of Wilderoth fertility statuette dating roughly 30,000 BC. The custom sculptured black demi-couture ensemble features a molten golden glass-beaded body with the design aiming to treat the body as a work of art and a power held in form. It was interesting. It was a conversation piece. I
The bodice, not the bodice, the corset part, that's beaded work.
glass beads, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And then thinking of the fact that they're thinking, well, so it's keep it for me. Yeah. Because I would talk about it for a while.
It's a key. Unless you have Skepta. Unless you have Skepta in Tom Brown. His outfit, he had his tattoos painted onto the suit.
That's so cool. I actually like it.
Me too.
So that's a
Keep.
keep.
Up next, we have Paloma El Celser. Paloma is in
Why when you said Paloma, all I heard was Paloma ding ding ding.
Ding.
Yes, sorry.
She is in Bureau of Imagination, and it is a constellation of different garments dating back to the 1920s. All of the fabric was sourced from old garments on eBay.
Um, with that explanation, yeah. But I don't know, something about the proportions of it. That part by the arm, like I don't know what is happening there by the armpit area.
Hmm.
Is that a piece of fabric that is just falling there, or is it?
It is a. It is. I understand. Like, is it like a poorly fitting
Yes,
armpit, or is it
yes,
like a drape? I don't know.
yeah, yeah. I don't know, something about it. I don't. I think I would say fix. And fix meaning like I think I might change the person wearing it.
Do you know? And God forgive me, because I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever end up like where I want to be in fashion. I don't get the Paloma hype. I really don't. God bless her. Everybody deserves the things. It's not for me to get. I just don't get it. But I will say it's a keep for me only because when I was watching it live in motion, when she came up the stairs, I was like, okay, shut me up. I'm actually Kiki Palmer in a red ensemble by Peral Goran, inspired by power and storytelling.
I don't know, something about this I don't like.
The makeup, not have a clean
I don't
picture,
know
the
if it's
makeup.
the
Makeup is a little
it's the
yellow.
red on red on red. I don't know. Like I don't know.
Okay, well then is it a fix or a dump?
Dumb.
Ooh, it's a fix for me. You know what is a dump? Because it's a fix, but I can't tell you what. So
Exactly. You can't say what it is, so you had to dump it.
up next, fashion face off. We start off with ladies in red. We have Nicole Kidman versus Lena Dunham.
Nicole Kidman win.
Me too. Up next, we have ladies with hoods. We have Rihanna versus Isha Atbami. Rihanna's is inspired by sculptural living. Rihanna's look is supposed to be a living sculpture, and she also represents a pearl coming out of a clam. And Isha is inspired by her Indian culture, and it is a custom sari by Paral Guran.
I think the name of this category should be Women Emerging from the Portals because this is not a cape. Um, I would say Rihanna.
Okay. Um, I'm a big Rihanna fan. And I know it's just a sari, but I feel as though Isha's flatters her body more.
Yeah, but I don't want the okay. So when I
And
look at
and
Rihanna's,
I love that her purse is a mango.
yeah, everybody's saying that too. But the thing is, the thing that is over the head, like the shape of it for me, like I don't know if that is intentional how it is, or it's supposed to be a little bit more uh
Circular.
yeah, circular and like really shape over and hover over the head. You know what I mean?
I do. It's still her
Yeah.
for me. Up next we have Angels in Pink. We have Angel Reese in Altazura and Angela Bassett and Pearl Gurang. Angela's look is inspired by the 1927 painting from the Harlem Renaissance by Laura Wheeler, Girl in the Pink Dress. And Angel's look is inspired by the concept of déchiré, which is undone, romantic. So this is Angel, giving, Raph your sheet and run outside.
hmm
And this is Angela.
Um. So I would say Rafa Sheet and Run outside.
Really?
You would say Angela?
Yes.
Really?
And that's okay.
I love Angela,
Go to
but
the next slide. Go to the next slide before you make up your mind. Go to the next slide.
I did.
Wow.
I don't
As
like how
in,
it's fitting the bust.
as in the second picture, Angela?
When she stand up and she puts the leg out,
Yeah.
we're speaking in comparison to what I saw the other girl is wearing.
Right.
The other girl, like how it is fitting and the thing like falling off and all these different things. Yeah. But this for me, the bust area, how the bust area is fitting is what I have a problem with.
Okay, the
Because
tatas.
it actually touches kind of grab up. And even the
Okay.
other photo, when you look at it, it looks like it's like skin falling out and stuff like that. And I mean,
Oh God, she have a little side breast falling out. Oh God, fine. Okay, fine,
it,
fine, fine, fine. You win me. May I just say, and I think maybe because you are Caribbean designer, American designers have a because I think everybody accustomed to the skinny girls in Iran, but they have a problem with breasts. This is not the first show where people there has been more than one person, and you know, I say this every show. I love the fit. And every show I feel as though there's a girl whose breasts are just not being flattered. Okay, so that is the last look. Who is your 2026 Met Gala best and worst dress?
worse would be so the girl who was with in red.
Lena Dunham, mine too.
She was my worst dress, and the best dress for me was I think
27.
best dress. I think best dress based on thesis, look overall, and everything for me would be Beyonce.
That one will be proud. Um, my best dress based on thesis, theme, look, and everything has to be Emma Chamberlain. Like it was fashion as art for me. Um, and that's punto final. Well, guys, thank you for joining us for another edition of the Red Carpet Rundown. I think what month we know? It probably I know award shows coming up, but we go figure out something. Content coming, we promise. I think Miss Universe coming up. Every year we think I'm the Miss Universe, I mean never do. But content coming, don't worry. But in the meantime, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and the bell notification so you don't miss when the next episode drops. And until then, guys, bye.
Later.